Good morning. The sun's just popping up out of over the hills. Good morning and welcome to day 26 of the Heysen Trail. Yesterday I actually enjoyed the first couple of hours. It was quite nice, up and over a hill, and then it was on almost single track through trees. It was yeah, really enjoyed it. Up over another hill and it was into roads which are okay, all the way into a little town, filled up with water, and then the afternoon fence logging, some roads, some trails. Yeah, it was nice up on a ridgeline for a little bit, got nice views, but long grass there. Yeah, and then the last hour and a bit was actually quite nice, once again on a farm track through some trees, so that was alright. Right, today is town day. Today I will reach Kapunda. I've got 28k to go to get there, so I'll arrive there in late afternoon. The day is a mixture of mainly roads with some fence lines and what I think might be farm tracks. Yeah, a little hard to tell with the map. So yeah, shouldn't be too bad a day, I hope. In Kapunda, I was originally planning on spending the night, but the next section is 30 kilometres and it doesn't look like it's going to be places where there's camping. It's on roads and farmland, but farmland, not remote farmland. So I might stay in Kapunda. I'll see if there's a room available at one of the pubs. And there'll be a 30k stretch to Tapunda, which is where I do my resupply. Yeah, so body's feeling good. That little blister dried out overnight. I've put more body glide over it, so hopefully it doesn't get worse today. Oh, that's a change from the sheep. It's a horse. Oh! Last night I knew it was going to be a clear night, and I didn't think there would be a dew, so I left my tent door open. And oh, it was neat. I woke up sometime in the middle of the night and looked up at the stars and the moon. It was gorgeous. It was nice to be clear of rain and be able to actually do that. All right. Oh, that last kilometre we joined the Heysen Trail, but we separate again. So now I'm on this road for 5 kilometres. Interesting. Reroute. I think my map has already updated the reroute because it's got me turning here, and according to me I've got quite a bit longer to go on this road. So it is due to the risk of biosecurity. The trail has been closed from this point. The girl Mel that I thought I'd catch up to and that I thought I saw yesterday, she must have stopped in Maribel because there were no footprints after that, and there were several areas where normally I would have seen her footprints. So I think I'm now in front of her and never got to meet her. That's the nature of this trail. I'm just not seeing any other hikers. Yeah, I think not since the foot of Mount Brown is the last time I actually saw hikers on the trail. Oh no, going up Mount Remarkable. That was the last time I saw hikers. That reroute sign must be old. It said there's no trail markers, but there is. There's a marker there and a marker there, and there's been a few along the road as I'm going. So, crossing the main road. This road's not quite as well formed as the other. Still big puddles to get through. But at least there's none of that sticky mud so far. I was a bit surprised to see this style on the sign here, but it's confirming that it's still closed. So, need to continue. I made an assumption that my map had the reroute already marked on it, but my map is in Far Out app on my phone. But it doesn't, because it leads me to here, and this is closed as well, so I shouldn't have come down this road. At the main road I should have turned and followed the directions on that previous sign, rather than just assuming that my app was good because it took me past that last closure. So 800 metres back to the road, and then I'll turn down the road and pay closer attention to the names of all of the roads. Okay, I am back on this road and I follow this road for nearly 4 kilometres. I'm off the main road now, and I'm on this road until I rejoin the trail in about 1 kilometre. Alright, now I am back on trail. I see the style. I'm assuming it's going to be fence line. Obviously I'm hoping for track, but expecting fence line. Thankfully not a fence line, it's a old vehicle trail. It's been a little overgrown, but it's cleared up a bit here, which is good. Of course today it's a beautiful day, it's quite warm already. So now, second day in a row, I'll need to start watching out for snakes. It's probably warm enough for them to start being active again. No more vehicle track now, unfortunately. This looks like some long grass between the fence and the crop. Got the trifecta here: long grass, rocks and thistles. It could be worse, it's only one type of thistle, not both types of thistle. They're in decent condition. You don't realise that you've actually climbed up until you look out and see that we're actually up at decent height. Yeah, so I guess we're dropping down a bit now. You'll get squished being there, eh? Nice day to sun itself. Yay! No more fence line. We are on a track. Oh, hey! Made it to the campsite. So I'll stop here. Don't need a lot of water because it's not very far to go to get to town. I think it's about 14 kilometres. I'm still very much a New Zealander, and I forgot to be aware of things like ants. So I was standing there and I leant my poles against that, and I was thinking about dumping my pack, just about to take my pack off, and noticed an itch on my leg. Looked down and I was covered in ants, because there's an ant's nest, and if you go too close to one of their holes they swarm and they're all over you. And yeah, I left my poles there as I walked off, decided to put my pack down here, and they're still crawling all over my poles. And the poles have been sitting there for a few minutes now. Australia, such an interesting country. Alright. From here I only have 12 kilometres to go, and it's all on roads, less a couple of kilometres, so shouldn't take probably about 3 hours or so. Keep in mind my top speed is still limited because of my tendon issues. That's where I've come from, looking out over some farmland and some trees, and heading this way. Slowly making my way down the hill onto a bigger road now, and then from here I'll be on an even bigger road. Alright, off the road, and I'm assuming back to fence lines. A few bees in there. Not a lot of flowers around for them to gather the honey. I asked a bit about this purple plant. It's poisonous to animals, but the flower nectar is fine for the bees. Oh, great. Long grass. Not yay. Alright, leaving the fence line, following power lines. Oh, phone lines. It's hard work climbing a hill in this long grass. Right, nearly through. I can see the road just past a line of trees here. Oh wow, look at that. That is Kapunda. Saw a snake, thankfully before I got a fright. I saw it's very dead and something's been taking a few chunks out of it. Woohoo! At the road. 4.6k to go. So I got 2.3 on this road for my next corner. 2.3k to my next corner. Couple of people out for a day walk. I'm glad this has dried out. This is that thick, gluggy mud. Alright. Entering town limits, still got another couple of k to go. Been wandering through some houses and a little detour now. Get to go beside a park and a lake. And then that'll lead us into the centre of town. Lots of geese. Just had a hot dog and a thick shake. It's lovely. Got something for later. This is the town of Kapunda. Not a lot is open at the moment. And it is now 2 o'clock. It's too early to stop. Right, leaving the town of Kapunda. I thought the main street was going to be bigger. There's been quite a big residential areas, but main street, a lot of shops empty. Those that are actually occupied, a lot of them were closed as well. It's Saturday, 2 o'clock, so peak tourist time coming through. Anyway, so from here I am on roads for 4.2 kilometres, and then fence lines and creek beds from the look of the map. The Heysen Trail now, which I'm not sure if it's a horse trail or what, but if it is, you've got biking, hiking, biking and horses. This is the site of the old Kapunda mine from 1879. Treatment plant and smelting works. Not much left of it anymore. Interesting colours to the piles of dirt there. And that's what the mine looked like. Not quite sure what type. Oh, I'm not sure what it was mining. I'm assuming iron ore. Anyway, there you go. That's the old mine. On the road, I've managed to go through a few sealed roads. Now finally a gravel road, just a lot easier to walk on. Interesting the different ways of doing the signs. So we're about to go around a corner and you'd think we're all going different directions, but we're all going the same way. Shooting range there, cute little one with 3 lanes. Pretty flash having flags all the way down it. Bit different from the military ranges. Someone forgot to put the red flag at the road though. Naughty. This wouldn't be allowed in New Zealand, a firing range, the public road right next to it. I checked in with the RCO when I went past to see if the firing would stop or if I was clear. But basically I'm walking past and shots are going down range on my left about 20 metres away. But they're all sniper rifles. Yeah, they're shooting at a pretty good range, so I joked with them if they're hitting me with their sniper rifles, and they should be holding them. But I guess this would be freaky if you weren't used to shots going off around you. Anyway, I'm turning soon. It's a little flooded, and I don't fancy getting my shoes wet because I've still got a lot of road walking, so I'm actually going to take my shoes off. Alright, that's it for the roads. fence lines now. Though, hang on a minute, is this a road? Oh, this looks like a road. Oh, yes. For a little while at least. Time for the hay to come in. Now I leave this track and I'm into long grass. Then it looks like I'm going to tiptoe between crops. Following the creek up, and thankfully the crop has a clear edge that makes a nice track to walk on. Ooh, is it peas? Peas or beans? Right. There's not a lot of room for me to move beside this fence. I've already jabbed myself on the wire once. Let's see if I can get through here without being stung by bees. There's a lot of bees. And this is a thick, high patch of these things. Oh, we don't get a star, we get our own little gate. Farmer, you must use this as a navigation marker. It's got reflective strips all the way around it. Right. Oh, this is just hard work. Can't see the next markers. Somewhere ahead. I've become an Oompa Loompa. The crop. I've obviously picked up some of the pollen dust from the crop. My leg is orange. This is interesting. The fruit of this tree, but the forming on the leaf is weird. Interesting. Yeah. A bit more up here. Interesting. I don't know if it's some insect or if that's actually what the plant does. I meant to go that way. There is no way through there. I reckon this is the farmer actually doesn't want us on the land, and this is his way of passive aggressive. Yeah, you've got permission, but there's crops in the way. So I'm actually going to take the road. There's a road goes around and down that way and then cuts across, rejoins the track. So I'm going to do that because I do not fancy bashing through those crops. Just had a car pull over and offer to give me a ride to the next town. Nice of them. Off the main road and onto a nice dirt road, and I'll follow this until I link back up with the trail. I'm probably though going to find a nice camping spot just before I rejoin the trail, because this is public road, so, and there's no sign saying no camping. Not the most attractive campsite, but it's pretty limited where I can camp at the moment, so that'll do.